This is our first rain of the season, and it is very welcome. The ground has been so dry, and I'm excited to see this place get some green on it instead of just being all dusty and brown. It makes things a little bit more difficult working back here in the back, but it's well worth it. That is where the squirrels were getting in and depositing all their nuts up here. I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna have another acorn waterfall. I was just taking out some boards. I'm at this stage right here, and you can see that this piece of insulation is super sagging down. And if you look right there, there's some acorns. So I would bet this is about to waterfall just like the other one. And I sure as hell am gonna catch this one on video. The other nerve-wracking thing is there's a massive black widow that I saw in there, and I don't feel like him jumping on top of me. So we'll see how this goes. Whoa! Big black widow. Oh. That's not a black widow. I don't know what that is. Aha! There he is. So basically, I crushed the spider with nuts from above. I don't care at all about spiders when I know where they are, but I have had on several occasions in my life black widows crawling on my bare skin, and I am not a fan of that. So as long as I know where they're at, totally down, totally fine. But this guy was hiding up there in the insulation, and as soon as I pried it down a little bit, he came flying out of there, and he got crushed to smithereens. So, sorry. Well, that was nutfall number 2, and man, that's crazy how much is up there. Well, I came out here first thing in the morning, still kind of chilly out, and I was excited to get the rest of these boards off the roof, off the ceiling, and I totally forgot about the stupid acorns. So I have to do a lot of cleaning up yet before I can do that. But my plan, I only have about a half day to work today, My plan is to get the rest of these boards off of the ceiling and then pull off all the insulation. We need these walls totally empty. That way we can seal them up. That way none of this garbage happens again. And I think I showed it yesterday, but you can see way up there, that's how the squirrels were getting in those holes. So there's probably more nuts in this one. I think just all the bays had nuts in them. So this has been a squirrel safe house for probably quite a number of years. And yeah, so hopefully we can change that. They can go put their friggin' nuts somewhere else. Okay, so I was pulling down some insulation, and I jumped up and yanked that piece down. And I found this little guy. Poor little bat was sleeping. He sort of flew down. He didn't just crash, but he's playing dead or he's just really asleep right now. He looks so sad, but I promise he's not dead. He like half flew down here and then just laid down. Well, I don't exactly know how to get this bat out of here. I know that I don't want to touch him with my bare hands. I also don't want to crush him with something. I want to get him out of here safely. And he's really close to the door. So the bat is right there. And the front door is right here. Maybe I'll try and shoo him over. Maybe with a piece of insulation. I don't know. See, he's definitely not dead. He's kind of giving me the stank eye right now. Poor thing's kind of shaking a little bit. He's probably super asleep or scared or something. My hunch is that this little bat, and I don't know if it's all bats, he can't take off from the ground. He's really small. And what I'm gonna try to do is get a little box or something, try and put him in there. That way he can get up higher and fly away. So I love the bats out here, man. They eat all the insects. So I don't want to kill them, and it'd be great to see him catching bugs again one day. I think this Glad box, this trash bag box, is gonna do the trick. I'll just slowly push him and slide him into here and we'll be good to go. Well, go in. Go, bat. Go. Well, I was super wrong. I got kind of close to him. I mean, not any closer than I was before, but he all of a sudden jumped up and started flying around. Fortunately, I didn't have the camera rolling, and I have no clue if he landed inside or if he was able to go out. That would be ideal, but he was flying around this half of the room. So maybe we'll find him later. The other day I found a bat like over here somewhere, and I assumed that he just flew in because the window was open, because there are no windows, and just like landed up there. But now I'm starting to think, because this guy was way underneath the insulation, that this may be little bat haven. This super sucks. I left a pile after I tore out all the insulation from inside. I left a pile here for a couple of days, and turns out that was a terrible idea because it is very windy right now, especially last night, and it has gotten everywhere. There's a lot of stuff over here, and there's even more stuff over here, and way over there. So I'm gonna spend some time right now and clean all this up, because what a stupid idea it was to leave it all in a big pile. But there you go, now our house looks like a dump.